So what we've got here is Viral Video Curator Pro. This is the official JV Hangout. We've been testing with this. We've been playing with it, and we've got both sides of the coin here. We've got the software creator, Hugh Hitchcock. Hello, Hugh. How are you? Yes. And then, of course, we've also got Stephen Renton, the launch management, the genius behind all of this, and bringing us all together here today.
Hey guys, how are we doing?
Fantastic. So what we'd like to do is actually start out with the JV call itself, and start off with Stephen. You wanted to touch on the actual funnel and go over why we're all here, how we're going to make money. Then Hugh is going to go into some demo stuff, touch on how the software works, how it can be used for just not just specifically online or offline, but everywhere, and then we'll wrap up with any questions that you might have about the product, and I'll be happy to jump in and teach you guys some things about Google Hangout. So does that cover pretty much everything, Stephen? We ready to rock and roll?
Yep, I think it does. So
perfect.
Let me just, I'm going to switch over my screen now and show people the JV pages, which some of you probably would have already seen already. And what I want to do is just walk quickly through the funnel we've created, how we're going to do the actual launch itself, and talk a little bit why we positioned it that way, so you guys can be learning what we're doing, why we're doing it, and hopefully pick up some tips on how best to promote this and make the most money, and also maybe pull some of these strategies into your own launches. All right, so first up, I'm assuming everybody can see the launch window now. We're open for 5 days, just for added scarcity. As everybody knows, the big traffic happens at the start of the launch and then at the end of the launch. So we're going to condense that down, add some real scarcity in there, so we're almost just starting the launch. There's almost no midpoint, and then we're going down to close down. So there's going to be a lot of scarcity playing there. As you can see here, over $4,000 in JV prizes, keep you guys incentivized. I'll come back to that in a short while. And there's going to be a 60% commission right across the entire funnel. So from the front end to the OTO to the downsell, we're going above the normal 50% on this price point, bumping up to 60% in addition to the JV prizes. Keep you guys happy, and you can make up to $95 in commissions per sale on that. What we're also doing is doing a multi-license on the front end, so that's appealing to all different price ranges of customers. So we've got a single license starting at $19.95. There's a multi-license, there's a developer license as well. Developer always squeezes a bit of extra profit and EPCs out for people, so we'll put that in there to add some extra juice for you. What we're also doing is, this is on forum special offers and not the Warrior Forum. It's become our new platform of choice. Troll-free environment, really nice to work with, and great support from Bobby Walker and Mark Crumridge. So what we're doing with this is we're doing 2 price bumps during the launch, so there's no time sale scarcity, which I don't really like, but what we are doing is saying, okay, this will be increasing by $10 on the second day, and then on the third or fourth day, another $10, and then ready for close down. So these are going to start at $19.95, close at $39.95, and then so forth for the multi-developer as well. The OTO itself, which is going to be a syndication plugin for the video side of things, Hugh will talk you through this very shortly, is coming in at $69.95. That's got all kind of additional video training as well. It's also got a special bonus, which is going to be showing people how to use YouTube to monetize their marketing efforts really quickly. So there's a good amount of training packaging in there. We're also going to get a bit of unannounced training from Josh Bartlett, which would be very nice too. Josh is going to drop in and do some content. And from there, the downsell, if somebody wants to just skip all that fantastic training, syndicate a plugin by itself. All right, so let me talk about the contest a little bit as well. One of the things we hear quite regularly is that some people feel that big contests put the smaller guys off because they've got no chance of winning the prizes. So what we've done is distributed that $4,000 evenly across the board. So we're going to give, I think it's like $2,000 on the top 5 leaderboard. So $1,000 first prize place right down to 5th place of $100. We're also going to have 2 24-hour contests at the start and the end of the launch. So for the first 24 hours and the last 24 hours, the person to make the most sales wins $500 extra. People that are adding a bonus offer to your list are also going to get extra extra cash as well. If you make 15 front-end sales with a bonus, you get an extra $50. You take that to 30 sales, and you make an extra $100. And for the guys that are kind of newcomers or can't ship too many units, we want to make sure that they're covered as well. So there's going to be a couple of lottery draws as well. So anybody that makes over 10 sales goes into a lottery draw for $100, and the same with 20 sales. That's going to go into a lottery for $200.
Awesome.
Okay. So that kind of gives you an overview of what we're doing, how it's going to run. It's a short launch window. That's the funnel. Those are the prizes. Let me just skip back over again and shut this window down. Back to me again. All right. So I think at this point, what we'll do is pass you over to Hugh, and Hugh's going to give you a quick run through of the program in action, show some of the stuff he's been doing, and if anybody's got any questions, throw them at us. Zane will field them and pass them over to the mad creator himself, who's he's over that way. Over to Hugh.
Yeah. All right. Fantastic. And yeah, the few questions that have come up is just mostly people saying hi. Hello, Kieran. Welcome to the call. We'll get right into Hugh. So Hugh, why don't you tell us a little bit more about how this is all working? Is your mic muted there, Hugh?
Silly me.
There we go.
It's a very highly technically skilled operation called turning it on. It has to be done first. Anyway, hey, this is pretty amazing, Zane, and hi everybody. And really, I'm thrilled to just be on this right now and just to be able to talk to everyone. You probably read the story, about me being a musician and all that, and it's all true. I did study, programming and stuff. I worked as a programmer too for a long time, but when the economy crashed, I definitely lost my cushy programming job, and I also lost pretty much all my savings at the same time. So I had to make it work for myself. So I started getting a bunch of gigs and carrying equipment around and like busting my ass. I love playing for people, but believe me, the whole rat race of playing local gigs and stuff was really not what I wanted to do. Plus, I have a lot of talent as a producer and all that, so I decided to make a website, and it's called Groovephonic Mastering and Mixing, and I started that at the end of 2010, and I started marketing it. I tried a lot of different things, and ultimately I did discover the curation paradigm really worked really well for me. And especially, with my particular niche, it was good because I could curate my customers, my music people that I work on. But I guess I just want to show you real quick, so I'm not BSing you. I'm gonna see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see this over here, but these are all my Google #1 position Google long tail keywords. I have 4 at number 1, 4 at number 3, 2 at number 7, 2 at number 8, 2 at number 9, and if I go by Bing, I got 4 really good keywords on the first page of Bing, 3 on the first page of Yahoo. And I got this, one, upload your music for free and get it mastered. I'm at number 1 on Google, Bing, and Yahoo.
And this is all from your software?
Well, it's from my curation practices and for how I handle my online business, which all gets boiled down into my software because my software is a tool to do what I've learned to do over these last couple years. Mm. Yes, it's true, I'm a programmer, I'm a technical nerd and all that, but I'm not a search engine expert by any means. I don't even know, what PageRank is and all that stuff. I just started trying to sell my music services and I figured out how to do it. And I do make money and I get people opting in every day. I make money every week. And just to clarify for you guys, it's not like it's residual passive income that I sit back and collect the money. I'm actually actively servicing my customers. So I think if I had done this more of a passive type of income, I'd probably be making more and working a lot less. But I wanted to keep my work low because it's too much work, and my price is pretty decent. So I end up busting my ass for the people that come in. And I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's just like I get the traffic. I know how to get the traffic. I know how to hook up the website. So that's what I've done.
Right. Well, but you've got some powerful software, and it's following your system, right? The one that works,
Exactly.
that gets ranked, that gets you paid, that does all the things it needs to do.
Well, here's my let me share that screen share. Okay. So can you see this website now?
You got your screen share isn't on just yet.
Ah, sorry. Okay.
So with this, I mean, especially with yeah, we've got that
So I wanted to show you what I do with the curation on this.
Okay.
You know, if I go to I don't have my blog in the front, but I curate to a news section, and these are all curated articles. Like, for example, this one here is a video with an article that I wrote about the video and some curation and a pointer. And I've done that, you know, over and over and over again for the last year.
And that's finding videos that are related to the blog and getting them on there and mixing them up, sending them the links out, getting more links pointing back. That's the general system,
well,
right?
to be honest, Zane, the basic thing is just get a video and put it on your blog, period. I mean, that's the basic strategy. It's pretty complicated, right? but then there's more than that. You know, of course, you want to get it linked up, and so now what we do is we bookmark the posts on Facebook. Of course, it brings a lot of traffic back. And Twitter, and I have some pretty intensive Twitter stuff going on. I don't even do it. I got a guy that runs my Twitter stuff just to build it up, and they're all on music. You know, they're all like hip-hop artists and stuff. So
okay.
When I get a new post or any one of these posts, I just bookmark it right on Twitter, and I send it out to, I got between 10,000 and 20,000 followers in the hip-hop field. So, you know, my software definitely automates that. My software does not go out and get you the friends and stuff, but what it is a conduit of content for you to stream to all your various channels that you set up, and it has the option to, you know, create that blog content in a certain way so that Facebook consumes it really well and displays your bookmark really nice, and then you get people liking you and stuff, and it also automates it to your fan pages. So I'll just give you an example here. Let me just share the screen again.
Yeah, here I think it might be beneficial if we skip to showing people a demo of the software in action. Then it's going to be easier for them to visualize the entire process.
Yeah, because I've
just going to show you real quick some posts that I've done. If you can see my screen now, these are all posts that I've done with the software, and they're you see people are commenting on them, sharing them. And this is done automatically. You can say, share the link via Videos app. And that's not just on my main page, but also on my fan pages are also getting them as well. And so then everybody that's connected on my fan pages gets pulled into my blog. Okay, so Stephen, let's go ahead and work on showing the software now.
Yeah, let's show this puppy in action.
Okay. Here's my puppy. Is that on? Yeah,
yep, it's on.
Okay.
And I really like
Okay,
the whole fact that you can set everything up ahead of time, and be able to say, okay, well, this is the blog profile for this one, and this one, and actually shoot out to multiples. This is really exciting stuff, and it's not just online or music or anything. I mean, this is offline, this is online, this is anybody who needs video, who needs attention to their blog.
I'm glad you brought that up because offline people, you can really do a lot with this because I've already discovered that if you get your offline business listed in Google Places, I think it is, it's like, you know, you get your geographic thing programmed into Google, and it's like your little storefront on Google, and then you start curating your videos, then it hooks up right with your Google Places, and everything kind of shows right on Google there.
And what you've got here is basically everything with a bunch of profiles and whatnot. This isn't going to be preset when people start, right?
No, this will be empty when you first run the program. I've plugged in a lot of blogs and some test data as well. Mm-hmm. But as you can see, we got a name. I just made a name, a default keyword. You can select. You can manage your keywords here, or you can type it in the list anywhere you want. We've got 6 video sources: Dailymotion, Metacafe, Vimeo, and 3 different licenses on YouTube, or two licenses and all licenses. Blog address, login, password, and you can test it. It'll test that you're logged in correctly. Now, WordPress 3.5, you don't have to set XML RPC anymore. They made it permanently on.
Well, that's good.
The previous versions, you had to mess around with that. But XML RPC is how we talk to the blog. Now, you can also program in multiple Facebook accounts here, multiple Twitter accounts, multiple Pinterest accounts, and bit.ly to shorten your link. Yeah. When you go back to the blog, you can select the Facebook account, and the Facebook account that you select, all the fan pages under that account become available for multiple posting.
Excellent.
And you hook up the Twitter and the Pinterest, but those are all. You can pretty much access all the Twitter and Pinterest from any post. So we have the search, and as I mentioned, it's a keyword-based search. So you're not really spending too much time searching, because you can manage your keywords here. You can import a flat file with keywords if you want to, like if you have some program that makes a flat file. Or you can simply type it in the list right here, and it'll add any new keyword to the list as you type it. Then you just select it, and it brings the videos to you.
So based on the profile and the keywords that you give your profile, this will automatically go out and start grabbing videos related to those keywords, or you can also additionally put the keyword in the keyword field there, right?
Exactly right. It's kind of a hierarchy. The profile connects to a particular blog. It has a particular default keyword and default source of searching. So when you select a blog over here, it's going to automatically load the keyword for that blog and the video source that you save with that blog. But at any time, you can pick another one.
So okay.
You have that default saved with that blog. So if I go to my VCC Test dog blog, it pulls up the dog keyword. If I go to my cat blog, it pulls up the cat keyword.
So
if I
you
go
can
to my mastering mixing, it picks up mixing and mastering. Yeah.
So you can basically say these are the keywords that I want to go after, and this will always have those ready and videos associated with it, so you can put the keyword-rich video into your keyword-rich blog and be able to benefit from the video.
Exactly.
Perfect.
That's exactly right.
So it doesn't matter which kind of keywords you're using, online, offline, you still got all the possibilities right here. That's great.
It doesn't matter in the slightest. And YouTube has millions of videos. So Metacafe, Dailymotion, Vimeo, they all have a lot of videos too. And you can just switch in any time. But yes, it's preloaded with the targeted niche. So you could have as many different niches as you want here. Just by selecting the blog, it totally switches the whole niche and the target that you're targeting.
Excellent. Okay, and real quick, for those of you who are watching live, yes, this is being recorded, and welcome to the call, Valerie. Nice to see you. That was it. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so that's how we search. Now, once we search, there's certain things that we want to do. These 4 icons allow you to do it. Now, the hand icon, we call it the grabber. and it opens this applet here, which allows you to view the video and target. Now, this is not for your blog. The grabber is for your social networks. The blog is skipped on the grabber.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people just want to post stuff directly to Facebook or directly in Twitter or directly in Pinterest. So this is called the grabber, and it's the one with the hand. The one next to it is we call the quick post, the page icon. You click on that, and it opens this really nice WYSIWYG editor. You can stretch that out, and you have a really nice place to work in your posts. You can edit the HTML source. It's like Microsoft Word type controls. You know, you get bold. You can add an image by this control right here. Lets you add an image URL. You can edit you see a preview, and I don't have an image loaded up to put in there right now. Well, I could do that actually because you can also get certain data from the video over here. You can get the link to the video, or you can actually copy the link to the freeze frame if you want to, and open that applet, paste it in, and then you've got the picture. But never fear, you don't really have to do that because we have code in there that automatically puts in a meta tag that makes that image the featured image on the post, even if it's just a video.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And so that's why when you end up on Facebook, which I'll show you real quick.
Well, and the thing that I did like
you
in
see
there,
these posts up here. Sorry to interrupt, but just real quick to get through that point, you can see this. I shared a link via VideoZap, and of course the video shows. But now this one here is where I shared a link via VideoZap, and this is actually a blog post I did. And the featured image shows up here. Now that might not even actually be the video image, but the video image is set like here's one I did here. Okay, and this is the high quality image from the YouTube video, and it looks like the video, but it's really a link to the blog post. So if I click on that, it takes me to my blog post.
And there it is.
Right. Yeah. So that's how it works. And also you can spin that text. Not this. It doesn't spin when you're doing a blog post, but when you're doing a grab, you can spin this here.
Yeah,
so we have an API to work with the best spinner and spin rewriter. For those of you that don't have that, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have it. We also have some options for you that don't have those spinners, and we're going to be continuing to build on those. Okay, so the quick post, I can do an example post if you want. I've shown you actually the result already on Facebook, and I've also showed you some posts on my blogs that I've done with this. So I don't know if you want me to go through and do it right now and show you.
Well, I think since this is primarily meant for the JVs, they just want to make sure that they understand that they can pass this information along to their lists and say, this is a quality software, this has got good training behind it, and I think you've demonstrated that very, very well. I'm looking at the...
Let me just show you one more thing before I go on.
Okay.
Zane, sorry to interrupt you.
Sure.
But you're going to mark this up, whatever you want. You can. This is the description directly from YouTube. Now you can spin. No, not spin it. You can spin it in the grabber. But this is going to be a blog article. We're not doing article marketing with spinning. We're just making nice content. But then when you get ready to post it, you come to this screen. And this screen is the final before posting, and this is where you select your Facebook fan pages and your Twitter accounts and your Pinterest accounts to bookmark the post after it's posted. So once you've done that, you just click post, and your blog post gets posted on your blog and gets bookmarked to all the accounts that you selected.
Very nice.
Okay, shall I continue, or is that enough, or shall I keep going and more features, or what?
Well, let's take a look at the questions that we've got here. Most everybody thinks this is a good idea. They like the Google Hangouts. They like the software. Looks like Michael Somerville, self-made. I don't know what his YouTube name is, but he really likes the idea of Stephen's 20+ sales. If there's anybody who has questions, there's been more people that have come in, but honestly, I think you've explained it quite well, and we should move on into the Q&As, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who have questions right now. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what I was going to suggest as well is, Hugh, it might be a good idea to give the JVs a quick summary of the 2 bonus modules that have been thrown into the mix as well. And I'm not doing capoeira here. I'm just going to block out the sun. I've got the shades down in the background. It's still coming through, making it look like there's a supernova behind me. So I'm going to go back to my cut image, so nobody's getting blinded.
Okay.
If you could talk them through the bonus modules, I think that'd be very useful.
Okay. Well, the one bonus module that's coming with this is going to be what is called Pinterest Boss Training. You might want to cut off your mic there. There's some noise coming through. It's called Pinterest Boss Training. So what I'm going to do in Pinterest Boss Training is, first I'm going to teach you how to set up your Pinterest accounts for maximum exposure, and then I'm going to teach you how to use this applet right here to do Pinterest marketing. And it's kind of cool. If you click into one of these right here, click, they all get selected, and then you can add, or you can deselect them if you want, but the idea is to make it easy for you to do a lot of Pinterest marketing. So this video gets pinned to all these different Pinterest accounts, and you can put a backlink here in the link area. Pinterest has a very special feature that with a pin, you're allowed to put a description and an additional backlink that's a special spot for you to put your own link in. It's very cool. So we've automated that now, so you can post stuff to Pinterest and put in your own backlink, and you can also set up this this price tagging thing that they have on the back end. So basically, I'm going to go over how to do that, how to set up your Pinterest accounts, how to set up Viral Video Curator Pro to access your Pinterest accounts, and how to use this thing to get the maximum benefit from Pinterest. Okay, so that's one of the bonuses. It's called Pinterest Boss Training. The other bonus, well, there's going to be a PDF that contains a very big list of free stock video sources. That's a bonus that we're giving away too. There's another bonus with the OTO, which is called Viral Video Domination, and in that one I'm going to train you how to make short marketing videos, how to make them effective as videos using free tools, but I'm afraid especially using Adobe Premiere, which is, I just love that program. But we'll show you how to do them with free tools as well, and then how to design those videos for the best effect, and then how to use our special syndicator system that is a part of this. If you get the OTO, it comes with a plugin. The plugin installs on your blog. I'm not sharing the screen yet, so I'm going to show you just real quick. Here's what the plugin looks like. I mean, you need to know, but it holds a Dailymotion account, a Vimeo app API, and a YouTube account. And with that on the blog, you can target that blog to distribute a video to those 3 channels, to your 3 accounts. And by changing this, I'm not showing that yet, sorry. Just getting used to this Hangout thing here. Okay, so I'm going to share the software now, so I thought I was showing that. Okay, so now you can see the software, right? Yeah. Okay, so on this screen, it's called Upload. This is the screen that accesses the VVC Syndicator plugin. You install the plugin on your blog, and by selecting a different profile, you target the plugin on a different blog, no matter where it's installed. Now, for example, this one does not have the plugin installed, so I don't see any accounts. If I select this blog, my accounts show up because the plugin is there. So I select these, I put in a title, description, and tags. They're all spinnable. Select a video and click upload. It uploads through that blog and distributes that video to the 3 accounts that you have plugged into that blog. And it comes back with a message telling you, the result. And if you don't have the right password or something, it's going to tell you, that you couldn't log into YouTube or whatever. But if everything's set up right, it works like a champ. It's amazing. I've been loving it. So that's how that works. Now the bonus that comes with this is some very intensive. Of course, we have the basic training on how to use this, but the bonus training is how to actually mount a video marketing campaign using not only the syndication but also the curation after you've syndicated. So that's what the viral video domination is all about. You can put it on as many blogs as you want to. There's no limit. And each blog that you put it on, you get 3 accounts, 1 of each, and you can plug in there, and you can do it by niche. So like I said, I have a dog blog and a dog profile on my software, so I can curate dog videos, and then I can also upload 1 dog video to that blog, and it automatically goes to all my 3 dog accounts, and then I can switch to a cat profile, and I have 3 other accounts, and they're all about cats. So then I can target that one, upload 1 video, and it goes to all my cat portals, etc. So you could just do like that. And as we go on, there are not a lot of video portals that really permit you to program an API in. So we've done our best. We got these 3, and we got our eyes open. We're going to keep adding more so as we can find them. So maybe a year from now we could have 10 ways to distribute. Just upload once and distribute to 10 different portals. So we'll keep our eyes open. Whatever we can add in, we'll do.
Excellent. Now, at this point, it sounds like we've gone through pretty much all of the bits and pieces that you wanted to demonstrate, Hugh. Now, what I want to do is I want to offer to anybody here, since you're watching live on the video, you can drop questions in there in the comments area, and we can answer them. One thing that will help as you guys are coming up with questions. I will be happy to go through more Google Plus stuff, but again, Stephen, I want to make sure that we've covered everything, and we've got all the pieces covered. So what are your thoughts? You want to jump into the Google Hangout stuff?
Sure. Yeah, I think we've given a good overview of what the funnel is going to be, how it all works. Hugh's given us a good demonstration of the thing in action. So if we wanted to just tell the attendees how easy it is to set up Google Hangouts and the potential uses for this from a JD point of view and the marketing point of view within the funnel itself, I think that would give us a good value.
Perfect. Okay. No, I'm down with that. I'm very excited. So, again, thank you all for being here live. We've got a bunch of people here, a bunch of comments and questions. Again, thank you very much for all of your nice comments. And again, those of you who do have questions, the comments are right there. They pop up in real time. But I've been at Google Hangouts, been messing around with it since about August or September, and I've been highly focused on finding the best ways that marketers can leverage Google+. Now, it's not just specific to it's not just specific to launches or anything for that matter. It can be used in all sorts of ways. But from a marketer's perspective, we see it in a webinar format, presentations and promotions and things like that. And that's a really great way to look at it initially so you can get more information, but there's so much more that can be done. Case in point is this actual live event right now. We're showing you this stuff live. Both Hugh and Stephen were able to share their screen and show you what's going on to give you a more in-depth feel of what's going on so that you can be able to pass on this information to your list and we can all make money. So the other part of this, of course, as you can see, is you have the live interactive comments right there on the page. As you guys are making comments, we're able to see them. We can address them right in front of the video camera here, or we can just write the responses there. The biggest part about all of this is that this live broadcast will become a YouTube video on the channel that this has been hosted on. Now, if you guys look just below the video, it shows, it says The Viral Video Curator. That's the name of the channel that I created. And since this is Google+, this is YouTube, this is Google, it's all the same thing, you have to have a YouTube channel. So what I like the most about this whole concept is the fact that it sort of pushes you into doing more with YouTube, because if you want the live part of it, then you have to have the YouTube channel. So with this, you start with a YouTube channel exactly like I did with this The Content Curator. And once this broadcast is over, as soon as I click End Broadcast, in about 10-20 minutes, it will be rendered and ready to go as a regular YouTube video. Now, what I can do is I can go back, I can change the titles, I can add more to the description, tags, those kinds of things that feed actually perfectly into Hugh's product, that you could actually curate the content that you create within this. Now, we've been going for about 40 minutes, and I'm sure this time is just whisked right by for all of us. Now, when you think about it, that's if this ended just right now, that's 40 minutes of video. There's plenty of golden nuggets in here that have been thrown out by both Stephen and Hugh. There'll be plenty more coming out, of course, because from me, right? So the point is that you can take this new video, you can download it, edit it, and then re-upload it to your YouTube channels, only with just specifically those little golden nuggets. In fact, that's something that we want to be able to do. We want to be able to get the frequently asked questions, be able to answer them, and then be able to chop it up and be available for the JV page. Moving on after that, we want to be able to have this this awesome Q&A section specifically for the software. So you're going to go through, you're going to buy the product, and then when you get into the members area, bam, there's a live hangout. You can ask questions, any questions that you or your customers might have about the software. You've got me, and you've got Hugh, and well, anybody else who's going to join, right? Right there at the helm to answer those questions, to increase that interactivity, and most importantly, JVs, it reduces attrition. Because the most frustrating part is people actually getting access to the content or working with the content. You nip that right in the bud, and attrition just disappears. So that's the main point, and we haven't even touched on some of the biggest points here. Excuse me, make sure my audio is working all right. I don't want people to start asking me questions. So with that said, the point being here is, again, guys, there's massive ways to use this and leverage this. This is just one of the ways. I'm a big fan of doing a live launch, so that way these questions like you're asking now here is right there on a sales page or in a members area. Since it is YouTube, it can be embedded anywhere and everywhere. It's fantastic. So right now we're in the JV part of it, but after this we're going to be doing the Q&A. There's also the option of doing the actual live launch, and then over time, since this is being hosted on this channel, we'll be able to amass more and more and more content specifically for this product that can be recycled, edited, changed, tweaked, almost spun, if you will, that can leverage into an evergreen product. Even if the product itself wasn't intended to be evergreen, this could most certainly do it. You're talking about hours and hours of content that can be turned, changed, leveraged, and even curated with Hugh's product. So what rolls over after that is into affiliate marketing, and again, it gets people to start using YouTube and Google Hangouts because it's a very social webinar, if you will. So there is a broad stroke overview. I want to open up the questions as quickly as possible about Google Plus Hangouts as well as the software. We got about 15 more minutes that we want to be able to be on. So again, fire away any of those questions that you might have. And what I'd like to do is move on into some more of the technical aspects of this so you guys can see how this works and how you have ultimate control. Does that sound good to you guys, Hugh, Stephen?
Yeah, man.
Silence as a yes, right? I told these guys ahead of time to mute your mic to be polite. So anyway, again, let me just double check on my audio here. Sometimes it likes to jump out. Oh, no one's talking. No one's talking, right? All right. So moving on. We have got the different aspects. The first thing that I always tell people to use, first and foremost, is actually it's called an app. Google Hangouts does have apps specifically for Hangouts. Now, you guys can't see the apps. You can't see the window that we see. This is kind of like GoToWebinar where you can. There's a panel for the presenters, but the attendees can't see it. So there's a window that has apps, and one of the apps is called Google Hangouts. Hangout Toolbox, sorry. And what this gives us the ability to do is do things like do a lower third is what it's called. So let me show you. Right. So if I turn this lower third on, boom, we've got a lower third right here. Oh, let me move this way. There we go. We got a lower third that helps in, you know, it's a watermark thing, right? So you have the name. You can add another thing to it. We've also got a fancy smanchy clock, you really want. But the really cool thing that I really like, imagine as if we were going over the funnel again, right? I could use this custom overlay option, much like Steven's doing right now with his image here. I could upload and say, like I want to say, make a point about the front end product, right? So I have this custom overlay that I actually uploaded using the Hangout toolbox. Now, guys, think about this. You can take different images and use them almost like a slideshow. If I really wanted to, I could back out of this one, and boom, there's an arrow. Click the link below, right? Or I could even go as far as saying, hey, I need to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. So these are things that as you start looking at it from, again, a marketer's point of view, from somebody who wants to do, say, webinars or something like this, and you want something close to it, this is exactly what that will do. You just have to be a little creative. You have to use the tools available to you because it doesn't work exactly like GoToWebinar because it's not. But it can still function the same exact ways. Now, we've got a bunch of people watching live right now, but guys, this is an unlimited audience. Anybody who has that YouTube link that brought you here can watch the video. You could have over 1,000 people. I mean, that's the cap on GoToWebinar, right? Well, this is absolutely unlimited. Now, when you talk about things like when you want to have people in the actual Hangout, this is called the film strip, right? So there's Hugh, got a picture of him. Here's me. Here's Steven. You can actually have up to 9 people, so one host and then 9 more people, and you can actually have this full interactive, bouncing back and forth chat. I mean, there's been a couple of crazy Hangouts that I've been in as people start understanding the tools, and it just kind of goes crazy for a while. But as the host, I can mute people, I can kick people out, I can do all sorts of things. So if things go sideways by some weird happenstance, you have ultimate control as the host to boot people out or mute them or whatever you may want to do, right? Yep, see, there we go. Here comes the shock jockey. Brian Rose was on a Hangout a little while ago, and he could not stop pushing the buttons. So you guys see this? There's sound effects. There's also different faces, right? Sometimes people are a little shy and they don't want to show their face, so or they don't want to. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So there's lots of different sound effects, different things that sort of pull people into the Hangout and make them feel more comfortable. For those of you who are nervous to be in front of the camera, don't feel bad. That's like 95% of the people's fears out there. But tools like this get you more comfortable, gets other people more comfortable, and as soon as people get in the Hangout, they go, wow, this is really cool. Look at all the apps, and oh, look, we can do the lower thirds, we can change the volume, we can monitor comments, we can do all sorts of things. Suddenly the ideas just start pouring in, and because of the versatility of YouTube, you can have a live broadcast anywhere. You could syndicate, you could actually take the embed code and put it on all sorts of websites and say we're syndicated across millions of websites. I know a guy who used to do that. So with that said, the point of this little tutorial here is to open your mind and show you the ideas and the possibilities, because they are many. So with that said, I know that that Hugh and Stephen had some different questions, and so as we go further, let me make sure I do the refresh on the page. Okay, we've got a lot of people laughing at us apparently. No, just me. Renders, yes, Kieran. The rendering of the YouTube video takes very, very little time. Typically, a GoToWebinar video. Again, I kind of beat on GoToWebinar a little bit because they always frustrated me because they never rendered the video for me personally. I could never get GoToWebinar to render properly, and then I never had a video, and I'm the video guy. So the rendering time for a typical GoToWebinar video is like 2.5 hours. This is like 20 minutes, so it's fantastic to have, and it goes straight to the YouTube channel and can be all sorts of curated and whatnot, like Hugh's talking about, because it's attached to a YouTube video. And yeah, Hugh, good point. GoToWebinar sucks, right?
Question, Zane, just as we're talking through that right now, we're talking about rendering the videos and putting them to YouTube. When you have a situation like we had at the start with some technical issues and feedback, can you edit the videos, and how comprehensive are the editing features? Actually,
yeah. That little part, that little snag that we had in the beginning, due to things just starting, YouTube actually has a built-in editor. It's very basic. It's very simple. You can't do a whole lot, but what we could do, what I'm actually planning on doing, is going in and just trimming that first part up until when we start, and it actually renders relatively fast. Not as fast as rendering from the live event to a regular video, but you can edit it right there. Usually it maintains the same URL, but if not, no big deal because it's a brand new video. So to answer your question, the long answer is yes, there is an editor, and it's very easy to use.
Okay, and if you want to do more comprehensive editing, can you easily get a good quality download, edit it yourself, and then load it back up again?
Yes. YouTube gives you the ability, any video that you upload, this being one of them, can also be downloaded from your video manager. It's a drop down, you just click it, click download, and you're good to go.
Okay, perfect.
So let's check the questions here. Valerie Duval, yes, hates rendering GoToWebinar videos. You and I both. Kieran's asking, can you push URLs out to us? For example, the JV link to the Viral Video Curator JV blog. Yes, we can. Okay, let me figure out a better way to do this. We can't. YouTube doesn't allow you to post URLs in the comments, but can we tell people where to go, where the JV blog is? I can actually put it up into a lower thirds, right? So Hugh or Stephen, is there a JV blog we can send these people to? Let me see. I'll pull up the lower third here.
There is.
Yeah, I'm getting it for you.
Okay, cool.
It's viralvideocurator.com/JV.
viralvideocurator.com/JV. Now, what I've done, all I did was just add it to my lower thirds. So, guys, you can see it right here in the bottom.
Fantastic.
Viral Video Curator. Yeah. Okay. So now you guys can see it. That's the JV. Thank you for asking, Kieran. I'm sure there was a lot of people who were curious about that. And of course, since it's been almost an hour, there's people coming in and out. So I'm sure everybody would want to know about that. Let's see. Are you able to demonstrate inside of the Google Hangouts dashboard? Yes and no. See, now, Kieran, if I do, let me show you what happens here. Right. So I'm going to share this window here. So if you want to share, the dashboard, that's what happens, because you're doing the screen share and it's doing this weird mirror effect. But as you can see on the left, since we've got it here, this is what the window actually looks like. Let's just pretend that this isn't here, right? So, wow, that's crazy. So yeah, you can see the window, but it's not a good idea, so I don't like to do it. But at least now you can get a shot of what it looks like here, and on the other side, this is the toolbox, lots of apps, etc., etc. So let me turn that off. And really, it's very simple to go back and forth between screen share and the webcam. You don't ever have to be on webcam. In fact, if you wanted, you could, like I said, just take one of these. Excuse me. Take one of these overlays, and there you go. I mean, you could just have that the whole time if you're a little camera shy. Like I said, that was just the first thing that I grabbed that I saw. So you don't have to be in front of the camera all the time. I always recommend that you spend some time in front of the camera so people see you and trust you and recognize you. And then if you want, again, you can move to slides, a screen share, whatever you want. There's the long and short of that answer, Mr. Kieran. So cosmic, dude. Yeah, it is cosmic.
Other questions, just to clarify stuff for people. It's not the same as GoTo in that people can be typing in questions and you'll see it inside of the interface for Google Hangouts itself. You've actually got to be looking at the YouTube page to monitor the comments. So it's a little strange in that respect. And I guess, and correct me if I'm wrong, you can never really get a full idea of how many people are watching you because it's only the people that are signed in to post the comments that you're going to see. You can't actually tell at any point how many people you have on a call the same way you do with GoTo.
No, the person who is hosting the call, they're able to see how many people are viewing, and they don't have to have an account. They don't have to have anything. They're just regular run-of-the-mill attendees. So yeah, it does keep track of that.
Ah, okay, right. That's me confusing them because as a I guess a co-presenter or a guest, myself and Hugh can't see that. Only you can see that.
Yeah. Only I can. I have the ultimate power. Right.
You have the power.
Exactly. And again, to touch on the point, I created this YouTube channel specifically for the JV Hangout, for the Q&A stuff that we're going to be doing and all the interactive stuff, right? So that's what I built the channel for. But this stream will become a video on the channel that we can, again, use later. Since I'm hosting, since I'm the one that logged in and did everything, I can control who sees what. Like I said, I can click on me, I can click on Steven, I can click on Hugh, and whatever I choose to see, the public will see. Right. So right now, this is just me. This means everyone else is seeing it. It's called blue boxing. For those of you who are just tuning in now, this is blue boxing. Means I click on it, it makes a little box around the actual Hangout person here. So right now you're looking at Steven, now me. What were the other notes that I had here? Oh, right, yes. So you need to set up a channel first. One of the things that I highly recommend is that you create a channel specific to the product or service that you are promoting. Again, I named this channel the Viral Video Curator because a very smart affiliate already took Viral Video Curator Pro, which, hey, I don't blame them, but I needed some kind of channel, so I got that started, and so I started the Hangout, and since I am the Hangout person, I can eject people, I can say that we're going to focus on this person or that person. I get to see how many viewers there are. I can get the embed code from here, post it anywhere I want. There's a lot of leverage that the actual host has, in addition to the simple fact that once it's over, whoever's hosting gets that video. So if there are 3 people on a Hangout, you have to decide ahead of time who's going to host it because they're the ones that is going to actually get the video in the first place. So let's see.
Can I ask a question, Zane?
Shoot.
How many channels can you make on one account?
See, that's the and I do actually get that question a lot. Is when it comes to YouTube, YouTube doesn't care where your email address comes from. You basically have to set up a new Google account, and that's the big thing that they want. Unfortunately, it's one email, one Gmail account, one YouTube account. So if you wanted to make multiples, yeah, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. For whatever weird reason, those are the breaks.
And about the blue boxing,
right?
Excuse me, because I can click on the blue box and I see myself, but you control what everybody sees from your blue box, right?
Exactly. Since I'm the host, right now everybody who's watching the live feed is looking at you. Now they're looking at me. Now they're looking at the picture of Steven, noting that the mic is here, dumbass. Right? So.
Is there somewhere we can know what's being shown to the public?
Yeah. If you go to the actual YouTube video itself, I'd recommend muting it. But you go to it and then you can actually. Yeah.
That's the only way, though. Okay, I get it. Cool.
Now, the other part of this, Steven, is that with the actual Hangout toolbox, there is a tab where you can keep track of the comments and make sure everything. So like you had mentioned before, having to go to the YouTube page specifically, that's the easiest way. But there is a tab in the Hangout toolbox that you can track the comments and watch them within the window. It's just that I've had a few problems in the past, so they're working out the kinks. So that's why I recommended earlier that we just do the watch page. But there is a feature in the toolbox that will track the comments. It's just something that I didn't want to initiate right away. So yes and no to the comment part, right?
Okay, that makes sense.
Clear as mud.
Certainly is, Ollie.
Oh, it's really starting to make sense, and it's pretty awesome.
Perfect. Awesome. No, that's the point.
Cool.
All right. So, are there any other questions pertaining to Viral Video Curator Pro or the Hangouts, the funnel? I mean, that's what we're here for. But we're starting to wrap up, guys. So, any questions any additional questions that you have, go ahead and fire them in, and we're all here happy to answer any of them. Not all at once, of course. So let me go over any of these additional notes here. Oh, and again, guys, by the way, since we're throwing out all sorts of bonuses and stuff, I was actually chatting with Hugh a little bit and was telling him that there's a nifty way to create videos through the YouTube editor, leveraging Creative Commons content, which can then, of course, be curated through Hugh's software. So I'm actually, over the next couple of days, actually this weekend, I'm going to be putting together those videos to add to Viral Video Curator Pro, not as an affiliate bonus, just because I want to have that there because it's so closely related. So also, guys, be aware of that as well. I know Stephen and Hugh weren't ready for that. They didn't know that I was going to throw that out there, but
I'm ready for it today.
It's a slick way to produce. I call it the quick and dirty method because video is video, and I think that you should have nice videos and things like that. But sometimes you just need a quick marketing message out there, and you can actually leverage YouTube's editor and do some quick transitions, some title sequences, and then of course leverage YouTube's audio and video Creative Commons content to make your own new video to work the magic that video does. So there's that as well.
That is so cool. I was so thrilled when I heard about it. You were going to do that. Fantastic, bro.
Oh, okay. Looks like we got some questions from Andrew Murray. Says, so there is no app for flipping into screen sharing. No, screen sharing is standard. It's just a quick back and forth. So okay, that's So screen sharing does work. It's standard, Andrew. In fact, see what's the width depth of the overlay. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So the overlay that's what we've been testing and messing around with. The dimensions from what I found is 640 by 360, but that might be a little thin. So I would fudge the height a little bit, so maybe not 360 or 6. I'm going to write it down for you guys, and I'll send it to you because I'm getting all tongue-tied. 640 by 360 is the recommended width and height, but I don't think that's tall enough, so I would go a little bit taller than 360. So to answer that question, let's see.
Yeah, because you can see my fingers at the bottom of this as I'm typing away or doing other things.
Can you see my finger? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah, that was the last question from Andrew. Let me refresh this just to be on the safe side. But we're about a minute over 8 o'clock. I know there's a lot of you JVs who've got probably have plans for Friday night. We don't want to take too much of your time, but happy to answer any other questions you guys have before we go. Don't mind me, just drinking water. Let's see. Let me go back through. Oh, here comes the refresh. What's the whip? The opportunity, etc., etc. Rendering is terrible. Everyone hates rendering. Yes. First hangout. Well, welcome. This is your first hangout. I don't know, Stephen. Do you want to touch on the funnel again one more time before we go for the last minute-ers?
Yes, yes, I think I shall. I'll grab that again. So let me just bring that back up on the screen. As you guys probably are aware, we have this lined up for Monday. We're kicking off on Monday. I'm just going to locate the JV page once more. There we go. Give me a second. Move this over. I'm not a Hangout expert like Zane, so let me just find this. Here we go. Screen share.
Yeah, and guys, this has got some massive potential. So I would strongly recommend getting it out there as soon as possible, because there's actually a lot of videos being produced right now that with a lot of people excited to promote this.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of guys that are going to jump on board on this fairly early in the process. So let me just bring you over to the sales funnel. I'll go over this quickly. Like I said, this is launching on Monday. We don't need to see that now. 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Monday. 4,000 in JV prizes, full 60% commissions across the entire funnel. And the product itself has 3 different licenses in the front end, so you can appeal to different market segments. The OTO itself is a syndication plugin plus advanced training and some additional video training from Hugh. And then there's downsell as well, which is just a syndicated plugin itself. Really great prizes lined up as well, $4,000 of prizes. The first $2,000 is spread evenly over the leaderboard for all the big dogs to chase after. And then to make it fair for everybody else in the contest who perhaps doesn't have such a big list, there's different spot prizes for the first and last 24 hours. Most sales gets $500 each for those. If you're adding a bonus to your offer, you make 15 sales or 30 front-end sales, you get a $50 or $100 bonus on there. And anybody that makes sales goes into a lottery just to keep the smaller guys happy and give them a chance to win some prizes as well. So even if you sell 10 units, you go into a lottery prize for $100. If you sell 20 units, you go into a lottery draw for $200. So that's basically it. Monday, 2 o'clock. It's a proven funnel. Hugh's stuff has been selling like hotcakes before with other curation products on images and also on content itself. So this one, Viral, is on videos, is the next step, and obviously is going to do very well as well. So we hope to see you guys mailing hard and mailing often on Monday.
Excellent, excellent. Well, you know what? It seems like the questions in the live stream are starting to die down a little bit. Of course, if you guys do have any other questions, you can contact Hugh or Stephen. They'd be happy to answer anything. But of course, also keep in mind that this is launch weekend, so they'll be up to their eyeballs with work. So of course, you can also contact me as well. I'm super excited about this. I've gone through all the training, all the everything. So if you got any questions, you can also hit me up as well. So with that being said, Hugh, Stephen, do you guys have anything that you guys would like to say before we leave?
I just want to say thanks to everyone for their interest in this, and it's just been great to get to know everybody. You know, I'm kind of new at this, and this has been just this whole thing of getting to know all the JVs and doing the whole thing is just one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me in my life. So, you know, thanks to everybody, and thanks in advance for your support. Thanks for all your support in the past, and thanks in advance for your support this Monday. Let's make it an awesome killer launch.
Very cool, very cool. Stephen, anything before we go?
I think we've just about covered everything. The sales page preview is now up on the JV page. The swipes are there. We're all ready to go. So I hope you guys are as well. So thank you for joining us, and let's go kill this on Monday.
Smashing. All right. Well, take it easy, guys, and you guys have a good bye. See ya. Bye.